in London at Capcom's Fall Gamers Day. We made a number of announcements today, starting with a brand new version of Bionic Commando for 360, PS3, and PC. We then went into an update on Devil May Cry 4 from Kobayashi-san. We announced Lost Planet for PS3. We announced Okami for Wii. We provided an update on Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Showed some new material on Zack and Wiki that you guys have not seen before. We ran through our digital strategy, which brought up some new information for Europe for Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, some new feature discussions on Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix, showed some first assets for Talisman, announced Commando 3, and Rocketman as well, shipping soon. We showed a new intellectual property being developed by Capcom Entertainment, our US group, and Airtight Games, called Dark Void. And we closed with the announcement that development has begun on Street Fighter 4. With Okami on the Wii, the discussion of whether there's going to be additional contents, it's something we're still wrestling with. We may or may not. We'll have to see how schedule and budget allow. And technically, frankly, we have a different developer working with a different developer's code. The level of complexity there is not necessarily a trivial thing. So there's loads of issues before we actually discuss what additional contents will be there that we have to address internally first. On Bionic Commando, it's been interesting. You have Ashiro-san and his team of Japanese designers interfacing with Grin's designers, with Ben Judd, an American producer, sort of acting in the middle and steering the whole project. I think that it's not something that would work with every Western developer and our group in Japan. I think the Grin connection was actually a rather unique thing, and while they were out looking for developers, there were a number of potential partners that we could have picked. Chemistry with Grin was particularly good, which is why we settled on them.
And what has Grin done that we may be familiar with?
Probably the things that you would most know about Grin are the Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare titles for PC. You'll note that both of those titles were markedly different than the 360 or PS3 versions, so they had to do a fair amount of their own design and their own tech exploration as well.
When do you think we will see the next little tidbit on Resident Evil 5?
Probably not until after Devil May Cry 4 ships. Frankly, the trailer that we released at E3 was meant to be, this is what we're showing for this year, and everything else will have to wait. There'll be plenty of time to ramp up awareness on RE5 and share all of the amazing things that are happening with that, but now it's not that time. So we'll keep it in the frame. We're happy that everyone's interested and still asking about it, but RE5's time for us to talk about it will really be more next year. Personally, I'm really excited for Okami on the Wii. As much as I love the downloadable stuff and it's my own stuff, I think that Ready at Dawn is going to do a fantastic job with the translation. They have it up and running. I've seen it. It's hot. There's no question about it. So if I had to pick anything, that's the one I'm really excited about.